Okay, what is up, everybody? What is up? Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to today's first of two gameplay streams. I'm Darkside Phil. I welcome you to the channel and to the fun for today. I know that today is an oddity. Usually I do not do double streams on Sunday, usually for good reason, because usually I have a lot to do on Sunday, including things like the weekend preview, and doing things like around the house or paying bills or running errands. It just so happens this week I don't have any of that to do besides the weekend preview. And on Friday I kind of got some feedback from people on stream. And the first piece of feedback was that people were very disappointed that I only got to play about an hour and a half of Vice City because of all the crap that happened on YouTube on Friday. I will give you guys a summary and an update on that on this pre-stream. Just for everyone who's wondering what's going on with that, you will get an update, alright? But also, the fact that that people really wanted to see Vice City a lot more. They wanted 4+ hours. They got an hour and a half because of the bullshit. And so I said, you know what? What I'm going to do on Sunday is I'm going to make an exception. I'm going to do a big return stream day where I do double streaming today. Try to give you guys exactly what you want. Okay? And the other thing is most people are saying these days the weekend preview is pointless. Even though it is a long-standing staple of stuff that I used to do on YouTube, at this point, since I do daily pre-streams, and since I post up my schedule nightly to Twitter, it seems like essentially the use of the weekend preview has pretty much been lost. And I can confirm that, because if you guys actually look, over the course of the last year, the weekend preview views have been dwindling. I mean, it used to be around 5,000 to 10,000. Then it started dwindling down to like 3,000. Now it's less than 2,000. Like, I think the last couple weekend previews were only like 1,500 views. So if no one's watching the damn thing, why am I taking so much time out of my schedule, in order to do it? I just don't see the purpose in doing the weekend preview anymore if it's not going to get any attention. You know what I mean? So more than likely what I'm going to start doing is maybe once a week, I'm going to start doing thank you to my patrons here live on the stream. And the reason I'm going to do that is because the weekend preview is where I used to do that patron crawl. Remember, I used to do, it's the patron crawl. Well, instead of doing that, what I might just do is once a week or once a month when I do the patron update stuff, make that patron crawl for this stream and just do a quick patron thank you run on each pre-stream once a week or something like that. Okay? Now, I just want to make everything clear, guys. Yes, the weekend preview probably is going away since it doesn't seem like there's a reason for it. Okay. On the flip side, I lost my train of thought because I looked at the stream chat and got distracted. Well, anyway, I think it's actually going to benefit people more. I think people care more about the live streams than they do the weekend preview. So maybe to know that you're going to get a shout-out thank you once a week on the streaming, right, would actually motivate people more to pledge. You know what I mean? Maybe it would. Because I think more people care about these streams. It's more exciting to be on a stream than the weekend preview, Okay, now also, I just want to make this clear, guys. I'm not going to be doing double streams every Sunday. This is kind of an exception thing. Most Sundays, I don't really have time to do the second stream. Even though, yes, a lot of that was the weekend preview, there's also the fact that patron stuff. So, for example, filming the private patron Q&A videos, sorting through patron pledges at the beginning of a month, and sending out, manually, by the way, I should mention, a ridiculous amount of private messages on Patreon to tell everyone what I need from them, what information I need from them to get them their perks. Then sorting out those perks, right? Sending that information to my webmaster to get upgrades processed. It's a lot of work. And it takes, a couple hours pretty much every week to do the patron stuff that needs to be done. And that's what I typically have done Sunday nights. In addition, that's the night that I usually do personal stuff. Like if I have to pay bills, if I have to do other stuff, that's usually the night I do it. So this week is an exception. Okay, this week is an exception where I'm going to be doing a double stream today. First stream will be Silent Hill 2, second stream will be Vice City, but I'm not going to be doing this every single week. I will try to do it when I can, All right, but there's no guarantee that I'm going to be doing this moving forward because, as I said, Sunday nights have been an actual good night where I've been able to do a lot of stuff, get a lot of work done. All right. So Lord Lamb says, how would if I'm not doing the weekend preview, how will that affect $1 and $10 pledges? Very simply put, if you're a $1 pledgee, you're going to get your thank you on stream once a week on a pre-stream rather than on the weekend preview. Okay. And number two, $10 pledgees get the verbal thank you. That's going to be still probably on Ask the King. That's really all that's been anyway. It's been where I do on Ask the King. I say, here's a big verbal shout out to everyone. That really won't change. So that'll still kind of be the same. Okay. Okay. All right. Now let's continue, guys. So I know you guys are probably wanting to know what the deal is with everything that happened on Friday. Are there any updates? In a nutshell, guys, here's what happened. I'm not with Curse Network anymore. I'm not partnered with them. The plan was that DSP Gaming was going to have its own ads running on it, just like I've had on my vlogging channel for the last year and a half, okay? That was the plan moving forward. Sadly, when DSP Gaming was released from Curse Network, it said the channel was flagged for invalid click activity, which makes no sense because I didn't have any invalid click activity. I was with a network, you know what I mean? And the network never had a problem with anything regarding my channel or the ads. If there were invalid click activity, Curse Network would have been affected by it and would have had to deal with it. So it's basically horse shit. What happened was in the last year, I had this dummy AdSense account linked to DSP Gaming, and for some reason, even though the dummy AdSense account was never being used, YouTube / I guess I should say Google, because it really is Google who does this, flagged it for invalid click activity, even though it wasn't being used. Which sounds to me like bullshit, because what really happened is I think they realized I had a second, dummy AdSense account that I wasn't using, so they just froze it, and they used invalid click activity as the reason instead of, it's a duplicate account, which is what they should have done. I think someone internally just did the wrong thing, because there's no way, there's absolutely no way that it could have been flagged legitimately for invalid click activity when it wasn't being used. It's just garbage, okay? So yes, you cannot have two AdSense accounts at once. That's correct. But if it had been correctly flagged and said, this is just a dummy account, then I could have unlinked DSP Gaming from the duplicate dummy account and linked it to the proper one. But instead, someone at AdSense decided to flag it for invalid click activity, which is bullshit. It didn't happen, okay? So I spent the greater part of Friday trying to work with YouTube, figuring out how to fix this. I got an update yesterday from Mitch, the customer service rep we were speaking with live on chat on Friday, and Mitch basically said, okay, we forward this issue to the appropriate parties, and they're looking into it, and I'll let you know when I hear back, but I don't know when I'm going to hear back. So the bottom line is, I just kind of, I'm shrugging, and I said there's nothing I can do. It looks like someone at YouTube is legitimately trying to help me with this issue, but there's no guarantee if or when I'm going to get monetization rights back to DSP Gaming. So as of right now, DSP Gaming is an archive channel, and I'm making no money on it at all. We're almost 50,000 gameplay videos every day, bringing in tons of views, and I'm making no money on it because YouTube, excuse me, I should rephrase that. AdSense, Google AdSense, whoever works for Google AdSense, screwed up, made a mistake, flagged the AdSense account for the wrong reason, and now everything's on suspend because of it, okay? The problem is, since the way this stuff works, chances are it may never get fixed. I mean, literally, it may never get fixed. You know what I mean? So I just kind of shrug, and I'm like, well, there's nothing I can really do. I'm going to proceed forward, right? So the bottom line is, guys, right now I'm making pretty much $0 on YouTube. Even though I wasn't making much on YouTube this summer anyway because the ad revenue was so bad on YouTube, the bottom line is this is going to really negatively affect me moving forward in the fall when obviously all the new games are coming out and people typically would watch my content on YouTube. And I would make a lot of money on YouTube ad revenue. I'm not going to make nothing now, pretty much. So in the interim, what I'm doing is I am going to be doing a few things. Number one, my gameplay videos will be uploaded to KO Gaming. So if you still watch my videos on YouTube, if you cannot be here on the live streams, I will be uploading my gameplay videos to KO Gaming because that channel is fine, has no issues, and is, has ads and everything, no problems. The problem is, of course, getting people to move from DSP Gaming to KO Gaming is going to be like pulling teeth. I mean, just take a look at the Vice City videos from Friday. They've got like not very good views. I'm not surprised. I think that people expected that KO Gaming was a dead channel. And now all of a sudden putting videos on there, it's going to be like pulling teeth, getting people to check out that channel for the gameplay. You know what I mean? So that's number one. New gameplay videos going up on KO Gaming. Number two, I think what I'm going to start doing, and I haven't instituted this yet, is for games where I can do it, instead of doing, chopped up videos with individual titles, I'm just going to start doing stream archive videos. Meaning, for example, right now when I play Silent Hill HD, I think I'm just going to hit record, play the game for 2 hours, stop recording, take a break, hit record again, record for another 2 hours, stop recording, and there'll be 2 videos that I will upload to KO Gaming. And that's it. Now, I was actually planning on doing that on Friday, but I didn't do that with great Vice City videos from Friday for a reason. The reason I didn't is because Vice City has a lot of licensed music in it. Even though I muted the music in the options, it still plays the licensed music in the cutscenes. Okay? So because of that, I was afraid the videos were going to get content ID matched, and let's face it, if I only made one video for Friday night for Vice City, and it got content ID matched, that means $0 profit for me for that entire video. So I had to chop it up. I had to chop it up into small parts just in case a part got flagged. I wouldn't lose all revenue on the entire thing. Okay? So that's why Vice City is how it is. But for Silent Hill, I don't think we're going to have any issues here. I think that for Silent Hill, we're going to be good. And so probably today's Silent Hill video will be 2 videos. The first half of the stream, then the second half of the stream, because I don't want to record the break. That would be pretty stupid. Okay? So that's how I'm going to approach it as I upload videos to KO Gaming. With the exception, again, of Vice City, which I'm going to have to chop up. There's nothing I can do about that particular game. Alright? So, yeah, that's the deal. And I hope that you guys will, if you are watching videos on YouTube, you'll continue to check them out on KO Gaming rather than DSP Gaming. Obviously, if we get an update from YouTube/AdSense and they fix the issue on DSP Gaming, we can go back to how things used to be. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm really not feeling it. Like, I'm not feeling positive about this. And the reason being because it seems to me like YouTube just does whatever they want and AdSense, Google do whatever they want. So in this case, here's an AdSense account that's not being used because the duplicate account, let's just flag it for whatever instead of actually doing what we're supposed to do. And they flag it for the wrong thing. And now I get negatively affected. Now they drag their feet instead of saying, oh, wow, here's a channel that for 8 years has made money on YouTube. It can't anymore. Instead of actually, looking into this quickly, let's drag our feet and take as long as we possibly can to try to resolve it. And, yeah, it's bullshit. It's bureaucracy. It's nonsense. It's a broken system. In essence, what should really happen is someone at YouTube should say, okay, this is stupid. Just unlink the channel from the broken AdSense, link it to his working AdSense that he has and uses right now, and we're all set. But they have no capability to do that because they have no actual work processes that account for extenuating circumstances. Instead, they have broken work processes that just run into bottlenecks, which is terrible. And I can tell you from someone who is professionally trained on continuous improvement and achieving competitive excellence that any process that doesn't have some kind of an extenuating circumstance handling system is a broken process. Everything should fall in line and have a way to be solved. You're never going to be 100%, but that you should always, again, you should always strive to achieve competitive excellence. YouTube doesn't care. YouTube doesn't have that because YouTube has no competition. So when you have no competition, you don't need competitive excellence, and they can have broken processes like this where, my 8+ year running YouTube channel now can't make any money because they fucked up. So that's life, I guess. And I hate to say, guys, this is pretty much it at this point. You know what I mean? Like, this is, at this point, the push for me to try to make a living on Twitch. Even though, I'm not abandoning YouTube, and I realize there are people who want to watch my videos on YouTube, and that's why I'm going to keep uploading to KO Gaming. At this point, I don't really see much else that I can do but just work my ass off here on Twitch. Okay? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work my ass off here on Twitch. And in reality, guys, what I need from you is to watch the streams on Twitch and be as supportive as you possibly can. And if you're not watching the streams on Twitch, okay, if you're just watching the on-demand videos on YouTube, I mean, real talk, I need you to support me however you can. Because just watching the videos on YouTube doesn't cut it anymore because YouTube has screwed me over here, okay? What does that mean? It means pledging to my Patreon, buying stuff from Teespring, right? All these ways. If you're not a stream viewer, which I know many people who watch these pre-streams are not, what you need to do is support in other ways, okay? So please do. This is do or die time at this point. You know, I know I've been here for 10 years as a content creator, and I do appreciate the 10 years of support you guys have given me. But at this point, YouTube is basically putting me between a rock and a hard place and saying, this is it. You know, you can't even monetize your 8 years of work, even though you've done nothing wrong here. And I'm like, well, great. Well, then I guess it's really going to be the point where it's a point of no return. You know, if you want to continue to watch my content, you know, I need your help and support. Pledge to Patreon. Check out my Teespring. Or if you're on the streams, obviously you guys know about the ways you can contribute on the streams, right? I really need your help. It's the only way I'm going to keep being able to do this, you know? 10 years of my hard work put on the line because YouTube/Google are a terrible company and don't do their job properly and don't handle issues properly and don't care. And that's really the truth of the matter. They just don't care. Because if they did care, they'd say, oh crap, an 8-year running channel that gets millions of views a month is now not going to be able to make any money because of a simple screw up on our end. Let's fix it. Instead, you get the bureaucracy. Fill out this automated form. Fill out this form. Oh, you got an automated response back? Well, forward that to me and we'll see what we can do. It's like, what? How about someone just actually, you know, figures out how to handle an issue and takes care of it instead of this really rigmarole process going in circles and no one really knows what to do. And that's how it is over there. They really don't have any human processes for fixing problems. Everything's automated. Everything's, you know, fill out this form, fill out this web sheet, do this automated click process. And that's why nothing gets fixed. See what I mean? And that's the problem. So, it is what it is, guys. You know, please, if you can, be supportive during this time. This is obviously a very trying time. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, best case scenario, maybe Google will actually get their act together and fix this issue sometime this week, and everything will be back to normal, which would be great. But in essence, the way that I'm seeing this, all right, the way that I'm seeing this is the sign we've all been looking for, that YouTube is done. YouTube is done. It's over with. You know, the YouTube party is over. There's no way that anyone could make any kind of a significant living on YouTube anymore, which we already knew. But now at this point, there's like no reason to even worry about the website. It's time to focus on the future, which is going to be streaming on Twitch. And if Amazon ever releases their own on-demand video website, which apparently is still in the works, going and working on that. You know what I mean? Going to that. So it's time to adapt. And the good news is, at least DSP Gaming, even if I can't monetize it, isn't going anywhere. The channel is still alive, and the channel has no issues. You know what I mean? It's not like the channel is shut down. You can't watch the videos. You can, but it just sucks that 10 years of work, or I should say 8 years of work, lost, and I can't make any money on it, even though it's right there and viewable. I make no money on my hard work anymore because Google is a terrible company. You know, that's really the bottom line. Google's a terrible company, and I suffer for it, even though I've done nothing wrong. So, the best way to approach this is to support me however you can, Patreon, Teespring, or supporting the streams, okay? So, let's talk very quickly about that, and then we'll get into our Silent Hill 2 gameplay here today, okay? Sound good? So, guys, thank you very much for your support. I appreciate that. 10 years of support, and even especially in this trying time, you guys have stepped up and, you know, helped. At least on Friday, you guys were very supportive and positive. I appreciate that. I don't know what's going to happen with the future. Everything's very uncertain right now. But certainly if we can make these streams the best they can be, I think that we're going to have a very productive future. I do. I really feel that we're at the point now where streaming can explode and become better, and become more important, and become more popular. Because people now will hear Phil's really just a streamer now, and there's nothing he can really do about it. That's what he wants to do, right? So please, continue to watch the streams and spread the word. By the way, I will say this. I'm going to do my best to try to make I'm going to do my best to try to make everything work here. I'm going to do my best to make the streams as positive and entertaining as possible. And I'm going to be honest with that. What that means is cleaning stuff up. So if I'm on stream and I notice people are bullying others and people are doing nasty stuff in the stream chat, I'm just going to take an active role and take care of it. This happened this morning on stream chat before I was even streaming. People were bullying someone and people got timed out and banned. And I had enough. I'm not going to put up with it anymore. I don't even care if you have a sub or not, because I know a lot of people get gifted subs, and then they come in here acting like dicks because they think that they're protected from the rules because they're a sub. That's not the case. Okay? That's not the case at all. And I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not. I'm not going to put up with people coming in and pretending like they're fans, and then when my back is turned, you know, being really nasty to myself and others. Because this is a place now that I have to make my home. This has to be a positive hangout for everyone involved. And we can't have that kind of stuff. Okay? We can't. We can't have that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna have people bullied anymore. I'm just done with it. Alright? But you know that it goes both ways. You have to understand you can't be saying stuff that would be considered against the rules or risque either. It goes both ways. So everyone has to be careful. There are rules in place. It's just that sometimes I'm lax on the rules, or I don't pay attention. I leave it to the mods, and I realize sometimes there's no mod staff in here to take care of anything, right? And when that happens, we get situations like we had this morning where you have people bullying others and going back and forth, arguing with each other. It's just not going to be put up with anymore. It's not. Because if this is going to be the place I have to focus on 100%, it has to be a positive, fun place, and I'm going to clean it up. So I already laid down the law, this morning. And everyone is now aware, okay? Everyone is aware of what's going on. So, you're aware. Now, if you come in and you act like a jerk and you get banned, I'm not going to hear it anymore. I'm just not. I banned someone this morning who has been repeatedly banned for acting like a jerk, acted like a jerk again, and got banned again. And I'm done with it. I'm not going to appeal. I'm going to be Mr. Nice Guy, listen to 100 appeals and let people back. What's done is done, Enough is enough. We want to be happy here, and we want to have a fun stream. We don't want to have a situation where people come in, oh, wow, so Phil's now going to 100% be streaming because YouTube screwed him? All right, let's check out this stream for the first time. And next thing you say, ban this guy's a troll, this guy's a dick, this guy's that, blah, 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 blah. None of that's going to be allowed. All right? None of it. You're going to be in here. You're here to have fun, enjoy a gameplay stream, and, talk with me. You can interact with each other. That's great. I'm not going to have this bullying, this schoolyard crap anymore. It's done. As of today, I'm putting down my foot on it. I'm done with it. Because as of today is pretty much the first day where everything is reliant on Twitch, right? It really is. Today's the first day where Twitch is it. This is the big thing for me. So, I got to be serious about it. And I hope that you guys will understand that and take it seriously, too. And don't worry. Over the course of this week, I will be saying this more often on the pre-stream so everyone understands it. Because I'm not going to have the excuse, oh, I didn't know. Well, the rules have always been there. So, the fact that you didn't know doesn't apply anymore, But I will do my best to spread this sentiment over the course of this week. Okay? Fair enough? Okay. All right. Let us now begin. Very quickly, I'm going to run through plugs, and I mean that. I'm not going to go super long on plugs today because I really want to get into gameplay. We're already a little late as well. So what I'll say is this, guys. You guys know the situation I'm in. I'm making no ad revenue on YouTube right now on DSP Gaming, which was one of my primary sources of income. And if I can't get streaming to really pick up and blow up in the next 2 months or so, which I have about 2 months to try to get things really good here, in order to make up, because there's a 2-month stagger between when you get paid for all this stuff. So I basically have 2 months, the rest of the summer and starting off in the fall, to make things get big here and get people excited and to get people contributing and to get everything going great to make up for the YouTube ad revenue. All right. And I'm going to do my best to do that, to entertain you guys. All right. But it's basically, for me and for you, it's do or die time. If you guys love my content, okay, if you guys love everything that I've been doing for 10 years, you love the new stream, feelings and everything, and you want to see it continue, please support me in one of the following ways. You could pledge to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. where your monthly pledges get you cool personal perks. Like you can get a private Q&A video made. You can get shout-outs on my streams or sometimes in my videos. You can get the ability to nominate and vote on games for events. It's really cool, and I'm not going to go into crazy detail about it. I just want you to go check it out for yourself at patreon.com/darksidephil and understand if you're someone who watches my videos on demand on YouTube, this is the primary way you can support me. I mean, I'll be real with everyone. Right now, I've got about 200 people, between 150 200 people who are ongoing patron supporters, and I really do appreciate that. I've got thousands of people who watch my videos on YouTube, you know, and now since I can't make money on the ads anymore, you know, I would appreciate if you could support via this method. It would really help me out, okay? Number 2, I have a Teespring shop. At my Teespring shop, I sell merch. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, and mugs. Great quality stuff. I can attest to it because I own it. Check it out at teespring.com/stores/DSP Gaming. Anything you buy helps me out. This would be a particularly good time to check out the shop. And if you buy something, it would help me out in a huge way. All right? Number 3, if you're here live on the stream, all right, and you are having fun with the stream, and you would like to contribute on the stream by trying to get a shout out, right? I want to jump in and contribute to the stream by trying to get a shout out and interact with Phil, right? Well, you can do that via 3 methods: either if you cheer with bits, or if you subscribe to the channel, or if you tip me. If you do any of those 3 things, I'll give you a verbal shout out during the stream with some criteria. Try to keep it positive. Try to keep it non-toxic. No insults, no bullying, no nastiness, no drama. Don't want to hear about any negative crap outside the stream. This is not the time to bring up negative stuff. This is time for us to have fun on the stream together and just hang out and have a good time with games, right? Keep in mind, it's very subjective what I will say on the stream. So if you're bringing up controversial topics like religion and politics and you're not abiding by the criteria I've laid out, I have no obligation to read anything. But in general, most people who cheer, sub, or tip get a shout out, and it's really nice, and the streams are very good. So thank you for your support, everyone, and, you know, looking forward to giving you guys shout outs today. All right? In addition, if you'd like to get even further, a step further, and get visual recognition for your contributions, well, if you either cheer 50 bits or more in a single cheer, or if you click on the share button that will appear after subscribing to the channel, or if you tip me $5 or more in a single tip, you'll get an on-screen thank you animation to play. That's a cool way to get recognition for your contributions because you get not only on-screen visual, but also I'll give you the verbal shout-out. So it's double recognition, right? Pretty neat. As you guys can see at the top of the screen, we got the stream stats leaderboard. All right? Those will be updated periodically during the course of today's stream. Total subs, as well as top cheerer and top tipper. I will begin to update that as we do shout-outs for people who have been contributing during the pre-stream. All right? Subs. We actually were way up on subs on Friday. We were up to 427. We had almost hit the subs goal. But then yesterday I had my day off, which by the way, boy, did I need my day off yesterday because I was so stressed out on Friday with everything going on. I had a day to distress. It was a great day I had with Kat. It's exactly what I needed. And it got me ready to come back today full force on stream and put out entertaining stuff. Okay? So, there you go. That was perfect. I'm back today. But we lost subs on a day that I wasn't streaming. If we hit 450 subs this month, I'm going to be doing a 10 years of Rage anniversary event this fall to celebrate my 10-year anniversary as a content creator on the internet. And I want to do that event, but we have to hit 450 subs, all right? Now would be the time, again, guys. You want to support the channel. You want to see me keep doing this. And again, say screw YouTube and all the crap that they've done to me and just go ahead forward positively. Now would be the time to subscribe to the channel and show that support, okay? So please do if you can. I appreciate anyone who does sub. You get many things for subbing, including the access to all of my emotes, not having to watch advertisements during the ad breaks that I take during streams, and also you get the cool Chat Crown loyalty badge, okay? Lastly, if you are interested in tipping me during the stream, this is a process that is not ingrained into Twitch. It's not built in like cheering or subbing. There are 2 ways you can tip me. The first is to look below the stream. There should be a button that says Tip Jar. If you click on that button, it'll take you to my tips page, which is a PayPal page, okay? You can leave a tip via that method, or if you want to, or if you can't see that button, is what I meant to say, because a lot of people can't see it. Maybe you're watching on like a mobile phone or a mobile device, and that button doesn't show up. If you just type !tip into the stream chat, you can leave a tip via that method as well. It'll bring up a link. Click on that link, brings you to the tips page. You're good to go. Okay, guys? All right. I got through the plugs very quickly. And now it's time to get to shout-outs for people who have contributed so far during the stream. So let's go ahead and do that. Actually, I need to refresh because my screen did not refresh. So let me refresh my screen. Because what I want to do, I want to give credit to those who contributed when I was not here on my day off, which is very much appreciated because, as you guys know, when I'm not here broadcasting, I'm usually not making anything, right? But there are people who keep me in mind, even when I'm not broadcasting, and this is pretty awesome that people do, and I do appreciate that. So first, I want to give a shout out to Infinite Wimbu, who subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much. I want to give a huge shout out to someone who left me an anonymous $100 tip on Saturday. When I wasn't even broadcasting, someone left me an anonymous $100 tip. That is obviously a huge help, and especially now that I'm making no money whatsoever on DSP Gaming, this is helping me out in a tremendous way. I want to say thank you to whoever that was. I have no idea who you were because you did it anonymously, which is totally within your, capability. But just know that that's going to help. That's a good, start to the fact that, people taking it seriously, that now it's going to be streaming only. And, the YouTube thing is pretty much just, yes, I will still upload to KO Gaming, but no more focus on that at all. It's just me streaming from now on because of the way that YouTube has treated me. Okay? Infinite55 did a 200-bit cheer. Thank you, Infinite, for the cheer. 2Bar King subscribed to the channel for the 9th month in a row at Tier 2. Thank you very much for the Tier 2 sub. And for those who aren't aware, Tier 2 subs are a higher level of subscription here on Twitch where I make a little bit more. It's a little bit more costly, of course. And there's also a Tier 3 sub. So there are ways to subscribe and help out in a bigger way if you're looking to do bigger than just the standard level sub as well. But thank you to 2Bar King for that. And then 2Bar King did a 100-bit cheer as well. So thank you to 2Bar King, Infinite, and obviously the anonymous tipper and Infinite Wimbu, all who contributed yesterday when I was on my day off. All right. Now that I'm back, let's get the shout-outs for people who've contributed during this very stream. We've got Quaid44, who started things off by subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much, Quaid, for that sub. Okay. Windows XP Phone subscribe to the channel for the 7th month in a row. It says, so since YouTube is FUBAR, why not crank the tunes in Vice City? I've already explained this. I'll explain it again very quickly for 2 reasons. Number 1, because no one is immune to copyright license issues with music on Twitch. All right? It's going to eventually become an issue, even though it might not be now. If it's already an issue on YouTube, eventually it will be on Twitch. And I want to prevent myself from having any kind of issues like that on Twitch as much as I possibly can. Number 2, because I am still going to be uploading these videos to YouTube. I'm not completely abandoning everyone on YouTube just because Google screwed me over. I am going to keep uploading to KO Gaming. And if everything gets content ID matched and muted, then what's the point? So that's why I'm doing it without the music. I've explained this till I was blue in the face on Friday. I get the feeling people will still ask. And the answer is no, I'm not doing it with the music. Okay. Eternal Napalm did a 200-bit cheer. That makes him the top cheerer so far, so let's get him up on the leaderboard here. Thank you very much for that, Eternal Napalm. And he asks, actually he says the following, excuse me. Let me get this centered. He says the following. Silent Hill 2 Height. I love survival horror games and streams. Recently watched your Evil Within 2 playthrough, and it took a lot from Silent Hill 2. Yeah, a lot of what they would consider more modernized survival horror games took from the classics and improved upon it in a lot of ways. What I really liked about Evil Within 2 were the open world exploration areas where you were able to wander through this city that had been corrupted and turned into a nightmare city. And in the city, you could not only find, enemies to fight, but surprises, puzzles, side quests. It was really cool in that regard. And it does remind you a lot of, wandering around Silent Hill in the original Silent Hill game. So, it was really cool. I really did like Evil Within 2. It's a shame, in my opinion. It's definitely a shame, in my opinion, that the game didn't sell well, at least per the standards that they were looking to sell, and now it's uncertain if the series will ever continue. That sucks to me because I really liked the Evil Within 2. I thought it was a big improvement over the first game. Okay. Shout out to Russian Love Machine. He says, the way you said double stream reminds me of how John Scarce used to say double upload in a video. Well, I don't know who that is, but I thank you for your cheer, Russian Love Machine. Timbo Slice cheer. He says, Madden is out on EA Access a week from this coming Friday. Any chance you'll get access trial to test Madden waters? I think it would be a fun change from a lot of story-based games lately. I don't know. At this point, I am very apprehensive about what I should be playing. In fact, right now, what I'm actually considering starting to doing is these special sponsorship streams that Twitch does. Because right now, there's an ability to do, they're called bounties, basically, Twitch bounties. And Twitch offers certain games, okay, where if you accept the bounty, they'll send you a key for the game on PC, and you play the game on a stream. And depending on how much viewership you get during that stream, it'll determine how much money you can earn from that bounty. Because basically what you're doing is a paid promotion. Now, for me, as you guys know, when I play games, I'm very honest, right? And really the criteria for these paid promotions basically says no excessive bashing of the game. So as long as I don't go overboard playing these games, it looks like I may be able to do some of these paid promotions and they'd help. However, they're PC-only games, so I have to make sure these are games my PC can run. More than likely what I would do is not record. I would just stream these games and then let the Twitch archive become the video that I would then upload to YouTube for that gameplay. So, that being said, I may do some Twitch-sponsored streams coming up, because it looks like if you can get the viewership you need, you'll make really good money. The question is, can I get the viewership I need? Because it varies greatly. Like, it actually says, that it depends on the viewership. Like, it's between 200 and 700 viewers, and obviously the more viewers you get, the more exposure you give the game, the more money you can earn. I'm nervous, though, because let's say, for example, let's just say I say, okay, guys, for the first time ever, Tuesday night, I'm going to do a 2-hour stream of World of Tanks. It's a promoted stream, so it is a sponsorship deal. Please come check it out, and, this will be my first sponsorship event ever. Let's see how it goes. And I jump on the stream, and I play the game, and no one shows up. Well, then, not only does it not really help me, obviously, but, then there's no point in doing them. You see what I mean? And the thing is, it's completely random games. It's not like sometimes it would be a new release, but most of the time it seems like a game that maybe isn't as popular as it used to be anymore and stuff. Like, I actually saw the Division 1 on there. And it was like, why would they try to promote the Division 1 of all things when the Division 2 is, maybe because they want to build hype for the Division 2? I don't know. But anyway, this would be a pretty random event. People always ask me, will you do random stuff? You know what I mean? Why don't you do just random stuff? Well, this could be an opportunity for me to just play random games I've never played before, because most of these games that are sponsored games I've never heard of or I've just never played. But I would be reliant on you guys, the viewers, to show up and watch, because if no one shows up to watch these games, then there's no point in me doing these events. You see what I mean? So let's see what happens. I may try one this week. I'm actually, real talk, seriously considering doing this. Trying one of these this week just for the hell of it, to see how it would turn out. Would people actually show up knowing that their viewership on Twitch would help me? Would they show up to watch a sponsored stream or not? I don't know. But it's something I've never done. It's something I would consider doing. So I'll let you guys know. I'll look into it. And I'll let you guys know later this week if I'm going to do something like that. But now getting back to the subject, Timbo's cheer. Madden, I don't know, man. Like, quite frankly, I don't know if anyone would care about me playing Madden. I'll tell you right now, I doubt that I'm going to be getting EA Access. I mean, isn't that a monthly service? So even, what is it, like 10, 15, 20 bucks a month just to play Madden a little early? I don't know. I don't know if anyone wants to see me play Madden. I mean, if people really came out and said, Phil, you haven't done Madden in years, it'd be really fun to see you mess around with Madden. I haven't gotten that vibe. I've got like 2 people who've asked me if I'm playing Madden. That's it. So I don't know if this is a game people want to see me play or not. Like I said, for me, what I'm thinking of doing is continuing on with my playthroughs that I've been doing, like Silent Hill, Vice City, Persona 5, and balancing that with the other games that I like Street Fighter or H1Z1 or PUBG, and then maybe doing a sponsorship stream here or there. That's what I'm considering doing until new games start coming out, because there are a decent amount of new games that are actually coming out in August. I don't know if people realize that. There's probably about 5-6 major new games coming out in August that I'm interested in checking out. So I probably will be doing a lot of newer stuff in August that would help stuff around here, right? So let's see. Let's see how things go. But honestly, unless I get a lot more people stepping up and saying we'd like to see you play Madden, it's probably not on the table right now. Okay? All right. All right, shout out to Savage No Neck 86 who just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Savage No Neck, for the subscription. That is very helpful. Proto Assassin has cheered. And he says, hey, Phil, I just watched your videos on KO Gaming. It probably doesn't, or it probably honestly would be better if you do an archive channel for YouTube. And on the bright side, with the new channel, it won't be blackballed like your previous ones. Well, so far, by the way, I should bring this up. So far, so good with KO Gaming. As you guys know, on Friday, I uploaded many videos to KO Gaming, 3 vlogs that explained the whole situation. It basically covered the stream I did, the IRL stream that we did live on Friday during this whole situation going down. And then my initial gameplay of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, all of that was uploaded to KO Gaming, and it went down without a hitch. Nothing was demonetized, nothing was flagged, everything was good. So the good news is it looks like KO Gaming, for whatever reason, even though last year it was flagged, it looks like it's fixed now for some reason. Don't ask me why, because nothing's changed, right? Not like I changed anything I was doing. But so far, so good with the videos on that channel. So yeah, what may happen, KO Gaming may just be archive channel, where every time I stream, you get 1 to 2 big archive videos of the stream on that channel for those who can't be on the streams. And that's it moving forward. That's the channel where I put that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? All right. Lyrius AK or Lyrius ACK, I don't know how to pronounce his name, has subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate that. Let's keep going. Duly cheered, 100 bits. He says, hey, Phil, will you still upload your videos to YouTube even though you won't get paid for it? Just a question for the people who can't attend your streams or don't have money to support you. Yeah, Dooley, as I've said, I'm not 100% abandoning YouTube. I never said I would, but it's just to the point now where I can't do anything on DSP Gaming because they shut me down. It's bullshit, but they did. But I already am uploading to KO Gaming. Like the quick adjustment plan that I put into place is everything goes on KO Gaming now. And like I said, I know it's going to be a huge period of time for people to get it, because whenever there's a change on the internet, especially with YouTube, it's like pulling teeth, like the slowest possible method to get people to understand that, oh shit, you know, Phil's still uploading videos, just not to DSP Gaming. He's uploading it to KO Gaming. Well, I'll go check him out over there then. I mean, I couldn't tell you. It was like 2 years, 3 years later after I moved to DSP Gaming from Darkside Phil, people would come to the channel and say, oh shit, Phil's still on the internet? I thought he quit after DSP Gaming stopped uploading videos. Or after Darkside Phil stopped uploading videos. It's like, what the hell, man, really? So, yeah, I'm not giving up on it. I just know that, sadly, I know the videos I put on KO Gaming are not going to get viewership anywhere near what I used to get on DSP Gaming, because, you know, DSP Gaming is synonymous with the guy that uploads raw gameplay videos. Everyone knows that. For 8 years, that's been the destination on YouTube for that. And now getting people to go to a new channel for that same content will be a nightmare, which means innately I'm losing tons of money. And that's what I'm nervous about, is that making the streams more popular, making the streams more exciting and more profitable, since I know I can't do it on YouTube at this point. Okay? Omniscious Cheers says, what's your opinion on the rise of streaming services? DC and Disney launching their own one soon, with more to follow. And have you seen the Titans trailer that says fuck Batman? Didn't see the trailer, but I heard about it on social media. I think we're going to see more of these streaming services, especially when you get companies who have a wide berth of content. DC not only has a bunch of DC movies, but also has a ridiculous amount of television shows, right? All those DC television shows they've been putting out for years that they could do on demand. Disney, are you kidding me? Every piece of Marvel content, every single piece of Star Wars content, plus all the Disney content all the time. And I hate to say it, but it's a great idea, because Disney movies sometimes are a real pain in the ass to get. Like, I've wanted to get, what was it? Is it Beauty and the Beast? No. There was one movie, it was years ago. Years ago, I was building a collection of classic Disney movies on Blu-ray, because I love Disney. I grew up watching most of these movies in theaters, and I wanted to have my own collection of them. And there were like 2 or 3 of them I just couldn't get. They were out of print. To buy them was like $150. I was like, what the fuck is this nonsense? And like every other movie on the planet you could get, you know, not only a hard copy, you could stream it. These movies, you can't get anything. What the hell? And that's kind of how Disney's always been. They're very, very controlling of their content. And since they're so controlling, of everything, that they make it that everything's a collector's item and everything becomes a rarity, right? If Disney is going to do their own streaming service and they offer all of their animated movies on demand in full HD all the time, I think you're going to see a lot of people jump on that. And again, the Marvel content, the Star Wars content, and you're going to see this. You know, imagine if Fox Studios did this, and now you've got all of the Fox / Sony studio kind of Marvel movies, plus all their television series. You know, these on-demand services could be huge. Of course, what's going to happen then, sadly, you're going to see services like Netflix and Amazon probably take a hit if they can't have any of that content on their streaming services anymore. And I think that actually, I think that they would be all right, but what would end up happening is they would become more services to stream old movies, older ones that no one cares about, or to just create original content. Like Netflix has a ginormous amount of original content that they stream. So you may find that instead of it being, oh, the one go-to place you go to for everything is Netflix or Amazon Video or whatever, Hulu, instead it's going to be, well, every studio now has their own on-demand service, which is basically going to become what cable was, right? That's exactly what cable television was. So I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes, but now is definitely the formative time with these streaming services. It's interesting to see what these guys are doing, okay? Big Daddy Phil Cheer. He says, I'm going to be honest, Phil, I'll only donate big when I see games I want to see, like Mario Tennis. Well, I played Mario Tennis. So I don't even know what else you're saying. I already played Mario Tennis. I played through the entire campaign, and I did an online stream. So it seems to me what you're saying is you just only want to see the games that you like, and you're not going to allow for any variety of content. You see what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I played the game that you're saying that you want me to play. So, The Wanderer 1800. Tip me $1 and says, would you ever go back to No Man's Sky? They fixed a lot of launch issues. And added so much more, like freights, base building, no actual multiplayer, and now actual multiplayer coming next week. Listen, I own No Man's Sky. If I ever wanted to go back to it, I absolutely could. And I'm not saying that 100% I wouldn't. I'm just saying that that game is a game from, what, 2 years ago? Or was it 3 at this point? I think it was 2. Wasn't it 2016? Yeah, it was 2016. That's right. And I hate to say it, but for me, No Man's Sky is kind of the same situation as Street Fighter V. Like, everyone was hyped to play it at launch. The game was a piece of crap at launch. Buggy, empty, boring, completely underwhelming, yet still charged full retail price. And obviously was not what the game designers had promised. Just because the past 2 years they actually made the game better doesn't mean I care anymore. You know, No Man's Sky was a 2016 game. It doesn't matter how much now you improve the fucking game. You know, it was bad at launch. And I don't really think, in my interest anyway, and this is just me being real with everyone, I don't really have much interest to go back and check it out again. Even if it's an amazing game now, I just don't care anymore. I want to move on to other stuff. I don't want to go look to the past to something that should have been good 2 years ago. You know? That's kind of my opinion with Street Fighter V. So many people tell me the game's better. By the way, it's not. I've watched people play it at high levels, and it's boring as dirt. But people say, oh, it's so much better than launch. I don't care. The game should have been good at launch. You should have hooked me at launch and promised and delivered on what you promised at launch, instead of selling me a $60 turd and then for 2 years shining the turd to be a shiny turd that's a little better now. It's still a turd, you know? Now, if people said to me, well, Phil, that's a very closed-minded attitude. Actually, in reality, I think that the new No Man's Sky is good and you should play it, then maybe I would. I own it. I own the game. I could re-download it anytime and re-experience it. If you guys really want to see me this summer check out No Man's Sky again, give it another shot on stream, I'd be willing to do that. But I need you guys to let me know you want to see it, you know? Because much like with Madden, I've only had 1 to 2 people even mention the game to me. And it's like, well, if that's the case, then obviously there's no real desire versus some other games people have asked me for a while. You know what I mean? So, let me know. Do you guys want to see me play this or not? You think it would be interesting, and do you think it would be a great stream? Or do you think it would end up being boring and a waste of our time? You know what I mean? So a lot of people in Stream Chat right now are kind of interested, right? So, alright, we'll see. I don't know when they're actually updating it for the multiplayer or whatever. But, I guess next week some point. At least that's what they promised. Now, will they actually deliver? I guess we'll see. Alright, so K-Dog cheered and said, you thinking about speedrunning Silent Hill 2? No, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm certainly not speedrunning it now. I'm dying a million times. And to speedrun a game, you need to know the nuances of it. You need to know what can be abused. You know, you need to know, you obviously need to know the game inside and out. This is only the second time I'm playing Silent Hill 2, so it would be pretty hard to speedrun it. Alright, shout out to Russian Love Machine, who did a 245-bit cheer, which, by the way, makes him the top cheerer for today. So let's get Russian Love Machine up on the leaderboard here. There we go. 245 bits. Thank you for that, Russian Love Machine. And he says the following. He says, forgot to ask my question in my previous cheer. If you're going to contribute to Twitch, as you said a few seconds ago, shouldn't you re-edit your link in Twitch from DSP Gaming to KO Gaming or remove it at all if it's going to demonetize you every time? Yes, what I want to do, I'm not going to change everything yet. I'm not. All right. Let's see what happens this week. Let's give you, before I say, oh my God, that's it, everything's destroyed. And, you know, forget KO Gaming, or forget DSP Gaming, excuse me. Let's see. I'm going to give YouTube an honest chance here to try to fix the issue and figure this out. And hopefully this week we'll get an answer. And if the definitive answer is no, we're not going to fix DSP Gaming, you can never monetize it again because of our mistake, guess what? Then, yes, all this artwork you're seeing on pre-stream that says DSP Gaming and everything will have to be changed and say watch archives on KO Gaming. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that the person who made most of this artwork for me would be more than willing. He's been very supportive over the past few weeks. I'm pretty sure he'd be more than willing to go in and edit the art to say, oh, just go to KO Gaming now instead. But we're not going to jump the gun. Because what if we edit everything to say that? And then, oh, okay, YouTube contacts me this week. Oh, guess what? All right, you're right. We flagged the AdSense for the wrong thing. We're now just going to say it's a duplicate account. Now you can unlink it and link your valid AdSense and you're good to go. And now you can get back to work as usual on DSP Gaming. Obviously, then I'll be like, wow, that's great, you know. But that would be a huge way to jump the gun and screw everything up, right? If I did just say, oh, don't ever go to DSP Gaming ever again right now. So let's see what happens. Let's play it by ear. Okay. Let's play it by ear and go from there. All right. Okay, shout out to Lord Lamb, who tipped me $5. You are the top tipper for today, Lord Lamb. Let's get you up on the leaderboard first. Before I, let's see here. Before I read your message. Alright, and Lord Lamb says the following. He says, let's make this the most successful month ever on your Twitch. Thank you, Lord Lamb, for that sentiment. I very much appreciate it, and I know you've been a top contributor here on the stream. And I do appreciate that very much. That is the goal. The goal here is to make my Twitch, you know, the most profitable it's ever been. And to make it so good that it doesn't matter that I can't make money on YouTube anymore. But we've got a long ways to go, guys. We do. We have a long ways to go to get there. Right now, we're not even close. This month has been a great month on Twitch. Don't get me wrong. Okay? And I'm very appreciative of that. You know, especially that first week of July, people were going nuts with cheering, which was great. And now this past few days, I got a bunch of really large tips that are helping me out. So thank you for that. But basically, I would say if I could increase my Twitch viewership and in that case, when you say profitability as well, maybe about 25%, okay, over the next couple of months, then I think we'll be good. I think that even though I might not be making any money on YouTube anymore, I think I may still be all right, okay? But that's a huge increase. And it's going to take a lot of work on my part. It's going to take a lot of work on your part to let people know this is it. Phil's going in head first, 100% on streaming. He can't make money on YouTube anymore. It's time for us to be supportive. You know, be supportive on the streams. Or if you can't watch the streams and you still are watching the archive videos on YouTube, you got to pledge to Patreon and the like. You know, this is it. It's do or die time, because if you don't, Phil's going to be gone. He can't afford to do stuff anymore, you know, the way he was doing it because YouTube screwed him, you know. And that's kind of the way we got to approach this, is to take it very seriously You know, I will work my butt off here on streams to entertain you guys, and hopefully you guys will, you know, spread the word about what's going on, and we can make this happen. If I can make my streams grow, we'll be good. But it's all hinging on that. You know what I mean? All right. Shout out to the troll who tipped me $3. A troll tipped me $3 and said, Silent Hill 2 Redemption Run where you play it on a real man difficulty, not easy mode. You mean hard? That's what I'm playing it on right now. I am playing Silent Hill 2 right now on hard difficulty, so I am playing it on real man difficulty. Omniscius just cheered. He says, what's the last physical game you bought? I sold all my physical PS4 games. I've gone full digital. I think the pros weigh out the cons for digital, although I like to collect physical Xbox 360 games. The last physical game that I bought was Simpsons Hit and Run. No, I take it back. Silent Hill HD Collection. What I'm playing right now. Because you couldn't get it digital. So that was an easy answer. The Silent Hill HD Collection, you could not get digital. You had to buy it physically. So I have a physical copy of that. But no, if you're talking new release game, I honestly think the last new release game that I bought as a physical copy was ARMS. Which I bought last year in like May or June, whenever it came out for the Switch. I think that's the last physical copy game I bought for anything. Well, that was a new release, I'm pretty sure. Everything else I've gotten digitally since then. So, Eternal Napalm just did a 333-bit cheer to become the cheerleader. For today, he says, you too will come to learn fear as I have. That is a quote. What is it from? It sounds like Star Wars, but I could be wrong. It sounds like a Star Wars-esque quote, but I don't know if it is. I think it's actually probably from a survival horror game or something. But thank you for the top cheer, Eternal Napalm. I appreciate that. Kula did a 50-bit cheer. Thank you, Kula, for the 50-bit cheer. I appreciate that. Jay Kramer did a 50-bit cheer. He says, can you survive on just Twitch and no YouTube, or are you going to have to stream more? It depends. It's as I just explained, Jay Kramer. I'm really streaming the most I can. Maybe I could do one extra stream a week, but really I'm already to the limit of how much I can stream. If I stream longer, I'm cutting into time when Kat needs to sleep so she can work. That's not going to work. I'm already to the point, like you guys know, I mean, my throat was all screwed up for the longest time. If I stream even longer, you know, it's not going to be good. I have to be in a streaming form in order to be here and be entertaining for you guys and be able to do what I do. I can't stream 12, 14, 20 hours a fucking day and then expect it to be back the next day. You know what I mean? I think that with the schedule changes I've made, people really like it. That the hours were extended and that my streams do start earlier. So in that regard, I think things are going good. But I think in reality, what this is like is that it has to be more about, number one, awareness. Letting those who really are my true fans know this is do or die time. There's no more, oh, Phil will find a magical way out of this. I mean, if YouTube will not let me make money on DSP Gaming, that's it for YouTube for me. You know what I mean? Like, even though, yes, I'll still upload to KO Gaming, that's it. There will be no significant money made on YouTube ever again for me. So, you know, throw in the towel on YouTube and go full in on streaming. If you support Phil, you got to contribute to the streams. You got to pledge to Patreon if you don't watch the streams. It's that simple. And if you don't, that's it. Phil's going away. You know, it's do or die time now, and it's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's Google's fault. You know, for the upteenth fucking time, something they screwed up horribly and need to fix on their end. If they don't fix it, then that's it. We just got to make these changes, you know. I do feel 100%, I do positively feel, okay, that I could make streaming big enough and profitable enough to do it for a living and not have to worry about it. I do. I feel I can, but I still feel there's a large chunk of people who are latching onto the past and watching everything on YouTube and think, oh, I could just continue to do it this way and Phil will still be here. I do. I think that there's some people who kind of say, Phil is the guy, the resilient guy that for 10 years got past everything. So even though Phil's facing huge hardship right now, it's not a big deal. He's going to find a way past it. And I'm just going to keep watching the videos on demand on YouTube and not worry about it. I'm telling you, that's not going to be the case, you know. That's not going to be the case. I need your help at this point, you know. That's a mindset that, I mean, I'll be honest, in the past maybe would have been correct. I don't think so. Now is the time to realize that things have changed. I think this is the first pushing step of me out the door of YouTube and doing stuff elsewhere, which is why I've been transitioning to Twitch for the last year and a half anyway. Thank God I was. And, you know, I think we can make it happen. I do. I'm positive about it for the future. I am very positive that over the next month to 2 months, we can make stuff blow up here on Twitch and become much better than it ever was. And, you know, I think so. My answer to you is yes, I think we can do it, but it's going to take hard work and it's going to be challenging, but I think we could do it together. Eternal Napalm did another 42-bit cheer. Thank you, Eternal Napalm. Twitch TM52 Twitch cheer. He says, what about recruiting help? You've been doing everything by yourself for 10 years. There's a limit to what you can produce on your own. Have you thought of joining with others or hiring help? On a past Ask the King, someone recommended producing journalistic content with your site, like typed game reviews. The thing is, dude, like you just said, I can't do anything you just described because number one, I'm one man. And I don't have any money. You know what I mean? Like, it would be one thing if, you know, Phil's making money hand over fist, and now all of a sudden he's going to lose some money because of YouTube, but he'll still be all right, but he can hire people to help. I can't do that, you know? I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it in that regard. You know, at one point, I wanted to rent an office. I was going to hire staff. I was thinking of making a team of people to help me do my work. That was back in the days when YouTube was huge. Back, you know, we're talking like 2011, 2012. Those were the years when I was considering doing that. In fact, essentially what I wanted to really do was I wanted to move out here and settle in Washington State and then potentially branch out. But what ended up happening was, as soon as I moved out here, the trolling began. You know, copyright strikes against DSP Gaming. People, you know, just harassing me constantly, making me look like a villain on the internet. And basically the money that I would have had to branch out and do the kind of stuff you're suggesting fizzled out because of them. Because of them attacking me and making me, you know, being defamed and slandered. Way less people checked out my stuff. I became more of like a joke or a laughing stock on YouTube. And so I couldn't do it anymore. I was barely getting by with the amount of debt that I had racked up moving across the country, which if I had been making the same amount of money that I did when I moved, wouldn't have been an issue, but these people fucked with me for 2 straight years and screwed me over, and that's what happened. So sadly, no, I don't have the resources or the money or anything to hire other people to help me. It's nothing I can do about it, okay? Big Daddy Phil cheers. I donate big for a co-op with Cat Stream Dude. As I said, number 1, Cat works a lot during the week when I stream. Number 2, if we're going to do a co-op stream, it wants to be something that we're both going to be interested and invested in. That'll be fun. Like we suggested, maybe the next Wolfenstein game that's going to be co-op would be great. But right now, there's nothing. So there you go. K-Dog cheered 300 bits. Thank you, K-Dog. He says, are you hyped for Black Ops 4? If you are, then me and you could team up and dominate those multiplayer and blackout lobbies. Am I hyped for it? Not necessarily. And I'm not saying that... I'm not trying to think positively about it and believe that it could be good. I am. But I'm not necessarily going crazy looking for, oh my god, I can't wait. I'm, you know, the best game of the year, Black Ops 4. It's not like that for me, you know. For me, I played every Call of Duty for like the past 10 years. So, you know, for me, it's all right, another Call of Duty's coming up, you know. And yes, I'm thinking forward positively to it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm dying to play it. You know what I mean? As for co-op and the like, we'll explore that possibility once the game's out. All right. Jay Kramer just cheered. He says, you know, and we all know putting all your hopes on Twitch alone is extremely dangerous. Something happens to Twitch and you'll get screwed. I know. The good news is, I've done a great job these past few months of staying within the realm of Twitch guidelines, Twitch terms of service. I've really, really scaled back on doing stuff that's considered offensive or, you know, I try not to explode and lose my cool anymore on stream. I've really made an active effort to try to improve as a streamer. And I think that has been appreciated by Twitch because, you know, they haven't bothered me at all about anything. They haven't said, oh, you know, look out for this, look out for nothing. Like, everything's been good. I haven't heard from Twitch at all since March when it comes in a negative way. I have heard some positive stuff from them. You know, once a month I get a newsletter from them that has all the information about streamers. And I actually, when I was playing that beta for the Crew 2 a month or two ago, I think it was a month ago, right? They actually sent me some beta codes to send out to my viewers who were also watching that stream. So in that regard, you know, Twitch has actually been very positive about me and my content and what I'm putting out. So I think things are going to go fine on Twitch as long as I can maintain what I'm doing and continue to improve And I am feeling very positive about that. You guys have been a big help in that regard as well. You know, helping me to have these fun, positive streams, not letting the negative elements come on in. You know what I mean? So I'm good. And by the way, some people were like, so what's going to happen because previously your channel had been suspended? I'm good. You know, I've had no issues since, like I said, since March. And the way it works is 90 days. And it's been well past 90 days now with an issue. So my channel is good. No issues at all. I'm back to ground zero. No problems. So that's a good thing. Is even if I have a bad day and I lose my cool and I do something offensive I shouldn't have done, you know, we're back to kind of the square one warning system. No, it's not like, oh, now Phil gets his channel suspended for a year. No, it'll be back to the beginning, which is good. So, all right, Omniscius cheered again. He said maybe a suggestion, make some goals for Patreon to try and boost that again. Maybe have a stretch goal that might make some time to hit, but at least there will be more of a reason to pledge. For example, $2,000 for a co-op playthrough or cooking stream. No one is going to pledge up to $2,000 for that stuff. Like I said, the goals on Patreon are good. The problem is I don't really push Patreon that much anymore because I've been focusing on the streams. And I think a lot of the people, as I said, a lot of the people who are watching the videos on YouTube now take it for granted that I'm just going to just keep uploading to YouTube no matter what. And it doesn't matter. Whatever happens, I'll just get through the issues. You guys on streams know that's not true. But the people on YouTube don't watch the pre-streams. They don't know about any of this stuff, right? So I think it's time to kind of do a wake-up call for them and let them know, listen, you got to help. If I don't get ads back on DSP Gaming, you got to help via this method or that's it, right? So I don't think, I mean, if you have a great suggestion for a goal on Patreon, please, by all means, share it. But co-op streams and cooking, I mean, I had a goal on Twitch for starting up a cooking show. That would be an ongoing show, and I couldn't even hit a subs goal on Twitch with that. Do you really think people are going to pledge to Patreon? See what I mean? We need some better stuff. The Troll tipped me another $2.50, and he says, hard difficulty is easy mode, laughing out loud. Well, hard difficulty is the hardest difficulty available in Silent Hill 2, so I guess for you, normal difficulty would be playing hard mode while sitting on a cactus with half the buttons on your controller disabled while hopping on one foot singing the national anthem. I don't know what else you expect. TM52 Twitch cheered again. He says, exactly as you say, Phil, in response to the past is the past comment you made. That way is no longer viable. It's just whether or not people blame you for telling the truth. All right. Jay Kramer just cheered. He says, I have to ask Phil, don't jump down my throat. What is that clip from many years ago where you apparently I asked people to click on ads? I don't remember that. Now, maybe it exists. I've addressed this before in the past. I don't remember ever specifically saying, go click an ad. I remember, if you guys remember, what I used to say was watch, rate, and participate. And by the way, I did that for 3 months over the course of the end of 2010, and then I stopped saying that altogether. So it was 3 months where I said watch, rate, and participate. And by the way, I should bring this up yet again. Okay? I should. I did not get any disciplinary action against me at all ever for doing that. Ever. All right? Ever. If you don't know, people don't seem to understand. What is invalid click activity? What that means is that basically a bot got involved and clicked on an advertisement on YouTube. That's what it means. Invalid click activity. Or you yourself, under your own IP, watched your own videos and clicked your own ads. That's what that means. Invalid click activity does not mean you violated the terms of service by saying something that you're not supposed to say. That's not what it means. And that's people, for years, ever since that happened, have literally made that up and said Phil got disciplinary action against him on YouTube because he said to do this. No, that's not why it happened. It's because they said that people were going in with bots and mass clicking the ads. And how do you prove that? How do you disprove that? You can't prove or disprove that shit. It's impossible to prove or disprove anything like that. And that's why it was horseshit that I just, out of nowhere, here you go, Phil, you're done. Like, wait, but what? There's no evidence. There's no appeals process. There's no anything. I'm just gone. The thing is, today there's appeals processes and everything. There's appeals processes everywhere. But now, back then, I should say, there wasn't. So it's just complete nonsense that people literally fabricate and make up. Okay, they fabricate and make stuff up to say this is why something happened, when in reality it isn't. It's never was anything that I ever said that made me get any disciplinary action against me. It was apparently someone abusing some system with a bot or something. That's what I was told by YouTube, okay? So, stop making stuff up. All right? Don't believe the nonsense, as they say, right? All right. Let's see here. Oh my God. All right, Primy just cheered. He says, oh, all right, here we go. I'm not even going to pay attention to this. Again, people, why don't you sell your house and do that? Yeah, because it's overnight, right? Because overnight, I can sell my house and magically make tons of money, find another place, sell all the stuff in the house, renovate the house so that I can sell it. All this stuff is an overnight practice. Actually, no, it's not. It's an incredibly stupid suggestion. And by the way, the last thing I would ever do is leave this house. If I got into a situation where I couldn't pay the bills, what I would probably end up doing is looking at declaring bankruptcy, or maybe just not paying for the place in Connecticut, which I know would be a terrible thing. But why would I give up the house where I run the business? There's not even a guarantee if I moved from this house that I'd be able to get business class internet that would support the work that I need to do to make money. You know, this house is the registered address of a business. I have all the equipment for my business here. It operates out of here. The suggestion to move is an idiotic one by people who are immature and don't understand how the real world fucking works. They think that at a glance you can just sell your house within a day, make tons of money, and then immediately just keep working and making money. Right, that's not how life works, but, you know, keep making stupid suggestions. Omniscious Cheer says, if that was you on the phone and you on the bus, who was the flickering lights? I have no idea what you're talking about, but thank you for the cheer. Timbo Slice Cheer says, remember the Black Ops 4 beta starts on August 3rd. Yes, I am aware. I am probably going to be playing it. I'm probably going to pre-order the game soon. YOLO Dopper cheered and says, Phil, people constantly take stuff out of context. That video where you said that has to be watched in full context to understand what you were really saying. I believe you. People literally will take stuff out of context constantly, right? Constantly. In order to make me sound bad, you know? But that's just the reality, you know? Okay? Are we good? Alright. That is it, my friends. It is time to end the pre-stream. It was a long one, but I'm not surprised. Silent Hill 2. I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited for Silent Hill 2. Let's do it. Let's jump into the first of 2 gameplay streams for today. Should be a lot of fun. Hope you guys are ready for it. Okay.